Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking onto this video. And please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Okay guys, so I finally did it. After I got my hands on this bad boy, the biggest request that I've gotten is to do a sultry, deep, dark look for you guys, and this is my take on that. Now, it's not the most gothic or crazy moment, but I feel like it's a wearable version of a gothic eye. So definitely guys, if you want to see a tutorial of this look, please stick around and keep watching. I really love the way this turned out. I feel like it's just super approachable. Any of you could recreate this look and absolutely love it, especially if you're going to be getting the Cremated palette or you already have it. But guys, before we jump into the tutorial, please don't forget, if you haven't already, to enter my giveaway to win your very own Cremated palette. As you guys know, here on this channel, I do a mystery box filled with Jeffree Star cosmetics for one of my lucky subscribers. And guys, this time I took it to that next level. I literally am so excited for you to see what's in this box. I think you are going to freak out. But yeah guys, if you'd like to see a tutorial of how I did this deep, dark, sultry but wearable eye look, please keep watching. Okay guys, let's get started. So guys, usually when I come on camera, I have one eye done as well as the rest of my face, but because this palette has so much fallout, I just found like with this eye, I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to have a full face and just with the translucent powder, that be enough to clean everything up. So I just wanted to make that note. So I am going to be doing my eye makeup with you guys on camera, then I'm gonna quickly hop off camera, do the rest of my face, and then I'm gonna jump back on camera to do the drop shadow with you guys. So I just wanted to make a note. I don't know what's going on with this palette. I don't know why there's so much fallout, but for whatever reason, still guys, definitely not enough reason not to use the palette. So for this look, because we're using such deep, dark colors, we're going to be mostly using smaller blenders. If you guys don't have a smaller blender, I highly suggest it. It honestly really helps out, especially if you have hooded eyes like me. You can just really blend everything out and get right in there. But yes, because we're using cool toned, really dark shades, I'm definitely gonna be using mostly smaller blenders today. So let's jump in with our first color. I'm gonna be going in with Gravedigger here. So I'm gonna take that onto my Wayne Goss 19 and I'm just gonna load that up here and make sure the extra is tapped off. And guys, it really helps if you have hooded eyes. Just put that chin just a little bit up. That way you can get right to where we want. So what we're gonna do is we're first gonna kind of etch out where this is going and try to keep it low. Just because we are going to be blending on top, we don't want to take it too high, because when you blend it up and out, it's just way too high, starts to look like a mess. So what we're going to do is going to start building up that Gravedigger shade. We're using just windshield wiper as well as circular motions, just working that into the crease. And we're going to try to get this nice and dark. And like I mentioned, if you just tilt your head, you can really get in, especially at that inner corner. Really helps. Guys, I have to say, these are the easiest cool tone shadows I have ever worked with. Honestly, they blend out like a dream. I'm usually so apprehensive to do these type of really cool toned looks, but with this palette, guys, it is honestly, it does the work for you. So beautiful. So are you guys going to be picking this up during the restock? I'm so curious, like how many of you are actually super into this palette? How many of you just like wasn't your ideal color story? I know it's a lot of people are on the fence, like all of his stuff really, right? Definitely leave me a comment, let me know. I wanna know, are you guys getting this palette? I, for one, every single time I've used it so far, I am freaking in love. Now I'm gonna switch to an even smaller blender. This is my Sigma E36. Absolutely love this. Such a unique brush. I've never seen a brush that's actually exactly like this. I love using it. So what I'm gonna do now is dip into the deepest, darkest shade in here, and that is the shade Hearse. So I'm just going to literally dip in there and pretty much do exactly what I did with the other color, just a little bit lower. We're just really starting to build up the depth here. So I'm gonna start by just kind of tapping where I want it on and etching it out before I really start to go in and blend. And guys, I did mention this in my review video, but I find that out of all of the blacks I've used from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, this has to be the one that is like, it almost kind of always blends away. I really find that I have to build it up to get it to the intensity that I want. So I just think it's important to note that. But he also has a black in Alien as well as I believe in Conspiracy, and those are wonderful. No issue there. I am just continuing to work that into the crease as well as into the corner of the eye, all the way into the inner tear duct, just trying to keep it as neat as possible, because as we know, these type of looks can get so messy so fast. So I am just continuing with those same windshield wiper motions as well as slight circular, just to start to work that into the crease as well as blend that in. And as you can see, that intensity is just building up the exact way we want it to. Now I'm gonna switch back to that smaller blender. I'm gonna dip back into Gravedigger here, and I'm going to just slightly blend out that black that we just placed down. Guys, I know it's super intimidating to use really deep dark shades like this, but I promise you with the way that I'm doing it, it's so approachable. If I can do it, you can too. This is super duper beginner friendly, such an easy look to emulate. I remember when I first started out with makeup, it was always my dream to have the courage to do like these deep dark eyes. And now that I'm able to do them, I'm realizing like, why was I even nervous about them? They're actually so easy to achieve, especially if you take this kind of approach. So guys, definitely, if you want to do it, just do it. Just do it. If I can do it, you can do it. That is a promise. Now, to really diffuse out here, what I want to do is dip back and forth between Life Insurance and Last Respects. And I'm just going to very, very lightly, using circular motions, just go on the outside of that with those lighter colors. And what you'll find is it just helps everything just meld into the rest of the eye without looking too crazy or harsh. And it makes the gradient look that much creamier. Once we've taken it to here, we're pretty much done with the crease. What I'm gonna do now is pack on this Hearst shade. I'm gonna use my MAC 239, which is a packer brush. I'm gonna just pack it literally onto my brush and put it onto the entire lid. This is the prep work before we go in with the shimmer that gives it this gorgeous boom. So we're just literally going to use pat, pat, pat motions and place that on. Pat it on to the point where you feel like it's dark and pigmented. We really want it to be nice and black because we're going in with the shimmer on top. It's super important that that base is nice and deep. Now to help blend that into the rest of the eye look that we've already created, what I'm gonna do is dip back and forth between Hearst and Gravedigger, and I'm gonna go back with that smallest blender, the Sigma E36. And what I'm gonna do is just lightly, right at the border of that, just do a small teeny tiny blend using windshield wiper and circular motions, just so that there's no harsh line of differentiation there. And once we're here, we're ready to dip in with our shimmer. Now, I could not resist this one, guys. The minute I saw the palette and I saw the way this shade looks in person, just wow, like the camera cannot do it justice. So we're gonna take this pallbearer shade here. Now what I'm gonna do is load that up with my finger. Guys, these literally feel wet to the touch. They are absolutely not great to use with a brush, but with your finger, they apply like a dream. So I'm literally just going to, bam, place that on, and wow. Do you guys see how beautiful and effortless, like, oh my goodness, I'm obsessed. Now we're just gonna continue to put that on. Okay guys, once that shimmer is placed on, honestly, that's pretty much it for the upper eyelid. So simple, but honestly, I love the glam it gives. It is just so smoldering and sultry and in your face. I love it. Now I'm gonna do a little zoom up here for you. Guys, can you see? There is a good amount of fallout. Now, as you know, like I mentioned, usually in my tutorials, it is absolutely not necessary for me to have my face not done before I go in with my eyes. But with this, and given the nature that it's such dark gray tones, there's just no way. So yeah, I wanted you to definitely take a look at that. So what I'm gonna do now is quickly hop off camera. I'm gonna wipe this craziness off my face, finish the rest of my face, and I'm gonna jump back on to do the lower lash line with you guys. Okay guys, the rest of my makeup is on. I have also thrown on my lashes. Today, I am wearing Lily lashes in the style Doha. Also guys, for the liner, I usually, as you know, I always do a winged liner. But today I wanted to keep it really like a more rounded look. So I decided to just do a line, just like a straight one where the lash line is. And for that, as per usual, I used my Too Faced Better Than Sex. And then I just wanted to come on and quickly do the lower lashes with you guys. It's super duper simple, but I wanted to go over it with you anyway. So I don't usually like to go too dark on my lower lash line. I feel like it makes me look a little bit like it drags down my eye look and makes me look a little unprofessory is what I call it. So what I'm gonna do today, because I really want to keep it a really dark, sultry, it's like my version of a goth look, if you will, a wearable goth look. So I am gonna darken up that lower lash line. So for that, I'm gonna dip back and forth between Hearse and Gravedigger. I'm gonna load that onto my straight liner brush. This is my MAC 212. So I'm literally just gonna tap back and forth between those colors. And then I'm just going to really tight line on that lower lash line. Just like that. I don't bring it too far inside. I don't want it to close off my eye too much. So I bring it to about here. And then what we're gonna do is dip into this Last Respect shade. I'm gonna take that on a super small blender. This is my Wayne Goss 20. And I'm just going to really lightly smoke that out. So that is pretty much what we end up with for the lower lash line. Now I'm gonna throw in some nude liner. I'm gonna use my NARS Rue Bonaparte for that. And then we're gonna put some Milk Makeup Kush Mascara on those lower lashes. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much the eye look. I'm gonna quickly hop off camera, take these ears off, and I will be right back to show you guys the finished look. So guys, originally I had paired this with a nude lipstick just because it's a deeper, darker eye look. I didn't want to take it too crazy far. Once I threw on Weirdo and paired it with 6 Feet Under, I feel like it just took it to that next level goth look, and I love the way it looks. Now, can you necessarily wear this to the grocery store or to a child's birthday party? No, I'm gonna say no, it's a little bit too dark. But when you wanna play with makeup, have a little bit of fun, just a really fun punch of color, this is so pretty. I love the way it looks. It's very like, I don't know, it has its own vibe. I absolutely love it. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I gave you some inspiration if you guys have also picked up the palette or are planning on picking up the palette. I hope I gave you some inspiration to do something that's really deep and dark, but also wearable. Also, guys, before I forget, make sure you've entered my giveaway to win your very own cremated palette. As you guys know, here on my channel, I do a mystery box filled with Jeffree Star Cosmetics every time he has a launch, or he also does mystery boxes. And guys, this time you are in for a treat. Keep those fingers crossed. You have no idea what's in store. I really think I took it to that next level with this box. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please, guys, leave me some comments down below. Are there any colors in the palette that you want to see me do a tutorial with? I love hearing from you guys, and I love hearing your suggestions. So please, guys, leave me a comment and let me know. Please give this video a giant like if you like this style of video. And please, guys, if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe. It really helps me out when you guys subscribe. And I will catch you on the next video. Bye, guys.